Hey friends, hello to everyone. Imagine you have $4 in your pockets. How will you spend it? Will you buy a cup of coffee or a couple of beer bottles, or will you invest it? How much you can make off of $4 you will find out in this video. So no joking around and let's get down to business right away. Guys, let's start by setting things straight. We'll understand the main signals of the trading system I'm using today. I'm gonna to be looking at the counter channel when the channel border gets broken from bottom to top. We open a deal to raise. When it's breached from top to bottom, we trade to lower. An additional tool in today's trading will be the stochastic oscillator. Many of you know it, but let's repeat its signals for those encountering it for the first time. We're keeping an eye on its behavior in overbought and oversold zones. Exiting these zones typically provides strong signals, and the oscillator's behavior in the mid zone can also speak about market moods. The moving average built on 100 periods will help us determine the direction of the medium-term trend. We're watching the trend with its help. Let's begin, friends. We're looking at the exchange currency pair of dollar to yen, where we'll open a deal to lower. Here it seems to me everything's clear. The trend is downward, the stochastic has climbed into the oversold zone, and the counter channel is breached downward. After the breach, there was a correction, after which I anticipate the price will continue moving down. A full set of signals, friends. While we watch the deal, I want to touch on an important topic. Today I'm boosting the deposit and I want to talk about the hurdles that prevent beginners from starting to trade. I often hear, it's easy for you, you're a cool trader, making good money, but I won't be able to do it. When I ask why, I hear a lot of excuses, but not one of them is an objective reason. We'll talk about them, but let's take a break for now. The first deal brings $7.50 to the balance. Let's look for a new opportunity to trade. Opening an option to increase, friends. Let's take a look at the chart to understand the situation. We see that we have an ascending trend and there is a breach of the counter channel from bottom to top. And now our chart is wandering in a peculiar price corridor from level to level. Basically, in a sideways move, looking at the stochastic, we see that the price is around the overbought zone, so there will be growth. I expect the chart to go from the lower boundary of the corridor at least to the upper limit of the range. And then possibly further movement up or down will depend on the situation. Let's see what's happening. Yes, everything is going according to plan. I actually think I will trade with this currency pair a bit more. $13 in the deposit. Let's keep an eye on the chart. Friends, let's open a deal to raise the rate of quotations. In my opinion, a level breach should happen now. Let's carefully analyze the market signals. And the first thing that catches the eye, a big green candle which swallowed the downward movement of the three previous candles. Again, the stochastic is gaining strength. Its reversal has happened and it's ready to exit the oversold zone. In fact, the resistance level was breached at the moment. And plus, pay attention to these lines. When the counter channel boundaries tighten, it speaks of a potential breach and exit from the sideways trend. Looks like a great market analysis, friends. A good forecast is also a sight for sore eyes, as they say. The chart is soaring upward. Let's see how much this deal will bring us. Yeah, so let's increase investment to $26 and watch the chart. I will open a deal to increase again. There was a correction, but I expect further growth. What other features do I want to draw your attention to? Firstly, the candle, a hammer figure, it signals growth, and basically you can also track the candle's touch with the median line of the counter channel. When it touches it, as in our case with an upward trend, it usually often bounces off. Let's return to the theme of excuses, friends. The most common one, I have no money to start. Okay, do you have phone? Do you have the internet? Open a demo account and go. Practice, develop a system, watch videos, read articles. Can you start with this? Great, the first step is made. Friends, let's take a break. $50 in the account. Opening an option to increase, and let's look at the signals. We see that there was a price correction and the stochastic has exited the oversold zone. Actually, after the correction, the chart hit the support level. Meanwhile, the long-term trend is ascending. So, I expect a bounce from the support level, which also coincides with the middle of the counter channel. Let's return to the topic of conversation. So, you've tested the system on a demo account. What's next? Do you have $4? No, that much. Not that much, right? And here starts a new wave of excuses. What if I lose it? Or start with $4? How much time will it take to earn? Friends, let's take a break. The deal brings $88 to the deposit. Let's increase the investment size and watch the chart. Well, firstly, what are you losing? $4? Not such a sum to worry about. Secondly, view it not as a loss but as an investment. Even if something doesn't work out, it doesn't mean you've lost it. You invested money in your future. Friends, let's return to trading. I opened a deal to increase, but something went wrong. Actually, I was counting on breaking the counter channel and reversing to stochastic. The deal is opened according to the trend. Could it be a false signal? Let's observe and continue the conversation. A loss is an investment in future success if you analyze the mistakes correctly. Thirdly, no one says that you must do a role like I'm doing now. Betting all in is trading against the rules. I don't do this every day, and stick to money management is regular in regular trading. Boost a cool format for a video, but also very risky. Friends, my forecast was correct. After all, it turned out to be a thriller with a good ending. The deal brings me $157. Let's reinvest them and continue. Let's talk about the next excuse. It sounds something like this. Starting with $4, it takes too long. I just want to ask, where is the quick and easy money, and with a guarantee at that? Guaranteed only in employment and not always. And you certainly wouldn't call them easy. Let's return to trading, friends. I plan to open a deal to increase. The reasons for opening have not changed, but our forecast has not yet fully worked out. I see potential for growth and breaking through the level. Let's return to the conversation. We were discussing easy money, which doesn't exist. But on the other hand, if you've trained enough on a demo account and are confident in your trading system, what's stopping you from taking a small risk at the beginning and boosting your deposit? It took 7 deals to chase the account balance up to $157, not such a low probability to pull off such a trick. Another question is that you need to stop in time and having $100 or even less to engage risk management. Friends, my forecast is proving itself. The chart is rising and the deal brings already $276 to the account. I suggest we finish with this pair and look for a new opportunity. Let's open a trade for the appreciation of the Euro-Yen exchange currency pair. Not everything is so obvious, so let's discuss this topic. We opened the deal following the trend, it's ascending. The chart has reached the support level, which is also where we find the lower boundary of the Keltner channel. Upon reaching the support level, we see that the stochastic oscillator is ready to exit the oversold zone, so overall advice, in my opinion, is inevitable. Let's get back to the chat. You can earn a lot in trading without training. Open the laptop in the morning, read the news, had a coffee, watch the chart, and made one precise deal for 100 units. But in this case, you need capital and experience. The deal brings $500 to the deposit. Let's look for a new opportunity to multiply them. Let's open a deal to lower the exchange currency pair, Euro-Canadian dollar. Essentially, all signals are apparent. I would even say quite signaling. The only question might be, did I open the deal too late? But firstly, I don't see any support levels in the near future. Secondly, the stochastic is deep in the oversold zone, so there is a margin for maneuver. While we observe, let's move to the fourth excuse. To trade, you have to be a cool analyst and have brains. Friends, have you ever seen a Traders Institute or a technical analysis department? Do you know someone who graduated in this field? I don't. Brains, of course, are always needed. There should be analytical inclinations, but first of all, you need to put the brains in their place. But more on that later. We're closing the deal, $942 in the deposit. We increase investments and continue. I'm opening a deal for a decrease. The signals here, I think, are clear. The channel is broken, the stochastic is in oversold, and the chart has broken the support level. We observe and continue the chat. Trading is learned initially from others' experiences. Then you make your own mistakes. Larry Williams, before investing his famous indicator and becoming a millionaire, worked as a prop trader in newspapers and advertising agencies. He also learned to trade in parallel. You can do it too. For example, subscribe to my Telegram channel. Link is in the description. There I conduct free weekly marathons for deposit boosting. But the main thing to start with, as I said, get your head straight. Psychology is key in trading. In the long run, it's not the smartest who survive, but the most resilient and goal-oriented. Back to trading, friends. There is already a solid sum in the balance, $1,762 without a cent. We'll increase the investment size and move to the next deal. Opening a put option on the British pound and dollar exchange currency pair. This situation might be worth commenting on in more detail. Actually, we don't see any serious exit of the stochastic from the oversold zone, therefore the current growth should be considered as a correction. And the touch of the Keltner channel's median line, as you remember, is a good signal for opening a deal. Corrections usually end on it. Therefore, the chart is unlikely to go much further. The current movement is against the trend. That's why I'm confident that a reversal is approaching and the correction period is concluding. In such a situation, opening a deal right next to the collateral channel's median line practically completely eliminates risks, as the probability that the chart will go higher is very small. Let's observe this pair, friends. Again, I see a good opportunity to open a deal for a decrease. The same reasons and signals, buyers continue to fight, but their power is clearly not enough. Therefore, I do not see prerequisites for growth and open the deal again at the collateral channel's median line with the perspective of a rebound from it. Let's get back to psychology. I've already released videos dedicated to trader psychology. Be sure to review them, but let's discuss the key points once again. The main quality of a trader, in my opinion, is endurance. Trading is somewhat similar to poker. Have you ever played? In the long run, the one who knows exactly with which cards to go all in and which to fold at the very beginning wins. It's important not to succumb to emotions when it seems that deals are passing by, and to clearly know in which deal you will earn. Here's the result. 3,500 in the bank. We continue working. Opening the last deal for today. If I'm not mistaken, we already had deals with the EUR-GBY pair today, trading upward based on the signals of the trading system that we discussed at the beginning. Let's complete the cycle, so to speak. We see that the chart has broken through the calendar channel from bottom to top. At the same time, the stochastic has approached the overbought zone. The trend essentially is sideways, but I think that the price will break through the level now. The last few candles are testing the breakout and are ready to burst upwards. So, it is, friends, the level breakout has occurred. When you are confident in your cards, the result will definitely come. Let's summarize. We started trading with $4, and after this deal, there will be more than 4,000 on the deposit. Great result. I hope it will encourage you to set aside doubts about yourself and take a step towards your dream. I hope you liked this video. Give it a like. This will give me an understanding of which topics you are into. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss my new videos. Want to learn more about how to start trading? Subscribe to my Telegram channel. And to make your trading start easier, I prepared a link in my Telegram channel through which you can get a 50% bonus to your deposit. It was great to see you today. See you in my new reviews. Goodbye to everyone.